see that. Wait, mana sudah slide saya tadi. Okay. Right, mana sudah saya kena present. Okay. Right. Class, can you see the slide, the screen?
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, for the benefit of those who just joined, last week we have 20 students in the class. This time around we have 31 students, so there's about addition of 11 students, yeah? All right. So last week, sudah saya punya. Okay, last week we cover on introduction on ornamental fish. Okay, course evaluation. So these are the things that remember class, last week I said we don't have test 2, yeah? No test 2, okay class? So test 2 mark will go to the continuous assessment, all right? So there will be no test 2 next for this semester. So test 2, instead of test 2, you will have continuous assessment. So 15 plus 50 is 65. That for all your practical, lab report, field trip, maybe I think is included in your assignment. This field trip and assignment together, and of course we have quiz. Yeah, you have quiz and exam 20. Okay, for your information, test 1 will be Amali test. Okay, so very important. If you missed last week lab, okay, please see me today. Okay, see me today, and then I will give the list of fish that you missed last week. For those who missed the lab last week, yeah. Okay, so you need to look at the fish, identify the fish. I think I will brief those who just come, but I think those who just come in this week will have to do last week Amali as well. Okay, yeah, we'll have to do last week Amali as well. Okay, maybe you find time tomorrow. You're supposed to have time 5 o'clock onwards, yeah. But if you're free earlier, you can come to the lab, okay, or anytime during lunchtime, you can come to my lab downstairs and look at the fish, because I'm not going to take out the fish now because you missed the lab already. But we have the fish in the aquariums in the lab or in the aquascape tank at the lobby. All right, for those who missed last week class, yeah, okay, last week practical, okay. And then those with that group, please also talk to me after this. If possible, if you don't have class, or you message me. Okay, yeah, I will give group for you. All right. Okay, I think that, okay, this is assessment. So Amali test, remember, yeah, Amali test on the fish identification and also aquatic plant identification. So for test 1, lab 1, lab 2, and lab 3 will be on all identification. First lab 1, 2 will be on fish. Third lab will be on ornamental plants, aquatic plants, yeah. So please, so if you do not do your Amali, maybe it's a little bit difficult to do this test 1 and this Amali test. All right, Amali test will be something like your Amali also, but then there will be questions set for each tanks that we put numbers. We numbers the tank. Okay, maybe number 1 to 20, okay, or number 1 to 15. So you will come in, okay, so you will space out, you cannot speak. We'll give you empty paper only with numbers. So then the question will be asked to you, what is the answer? You just need to write your answer. You look at the aquarium, look at the fish, what is the answer? What is the question? Let's say I ask, what is the scientific name for this fish? Or I may ask, what is the family of this fish? Okay, or I will ask, what is the uniqueness of this fish? Okay, so those kind of thing. Okay, or else, what is the, this fish is a male or female? I may ask that also. All right, okay, please, yeah, don't miss your Amali. I think the first 3 Amali, and if Puan Safika and Puan Farida are able to prepare the styrofoam box today, okay, we will set up tanks for beta breeding as well. Yeah, yeah, we will set up tank for beta breeding. Okay, so Amali today will be identification, continues from last week, and also beta breeding. Okay, class, any questions so far? No, huh? Okay, just this one. Any question, class? No? Tak ada. Okay, so this, all right, thanks. Okay, you can see the whole screen or not? Class?
Yes, doctor.
You can see the whole screen or not?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, good. So I mentioned last week why ornamental fish, there's a demand for ornamental fish because of different value of the fish. But the major thing for the demand is basically as to fulfill needs for what we call that aspects, what we call aesthetic. It has aesthetic value, yeah, aesthetic value, where people keep it as a hobby. You know, like you keep cats, you keep lizard, whatever that you keep as pets. So ornamental fish is one of them. Okay. Okay, then other people keep it for good luck, and then there are other people keep it for certain belief, like I mentioned last week, to ward off evil spirit. So I will not cover too much. I just briefly go through for those who missed the class last week. Yeah. Okay. So culture of ornamental fish have started in 1950s. Okay. Mainly in Johor area. Okay. Why in Johor? Those days, because the main market is Singapore. Okay, the main market in Singapore. However, now we have bigger market, world market, not only Singapore. Okay, but in 1950s, our main market is Singapore. And Singapore, once they get fishes from us, they repack and then export overseas. So they become a hub, export hub, yeah, for overseas market. So mainly these are from ornamental, I mean, freshwater fish, yeah, okay. And those days they were not cultured, but they were harvested from the wild, okay. And then I just show you a brief graph, just give you a picture on the ornamental fish industry. Can you see that only at one point of time, this was during the, I think we have economic crisis in 1997. I don't know, some of you were born at that time already or not. So I believe the dip in this graph was due to the economic crisis. Okay, then after that, you can see the graph, the export and import, it never come down. It keep going up. Yeah, it keep going up. This graph, I mean, by showing this graph, I want to say that the business of the ornamental fish industry, we do not see like sometimes the demand for food fish ups and down, okay, unless we really have economic crisis, yeah. Okay, then then according to this Malaysian fishery statistic, as of 2017, there are about almost it's about 500 plus aquaculturists, yeah, that mainly culture ornamental fish, 96% are culturing ornamental fish, and only 4% focus on aquatic plants. Yeah, okay. So at that point of time, the value of the industry was estimated at about 340 million ringgit. Yeah, a big value, big value, 340 million ringgit. The production not so much, but the value is high. You know why it is like that? Because fishes are expensive. I mean, I mentioned to you earlier, you compare tilapia as a food fish. Tilapia maximum you can get if you sell it retail is 15 ringgit per kg. Let's say you go to the Pahang where they culture in cage, it can go up to 15 to 17 in the river when they culture in the cage. 15 to 17 ringgit per kg. This 1 kg of tilapia, that can be shared within 2 or 3 person for meal. Okay, but you compare with betta, okay, betta, okay, the common betta, just one small piece of betta. What is the market? 10 to 15 ringgit. It's not even 100 gram. Okay, this why I say the value is different. The value is in terms of ornamental. Okay, it has aesthetic value. Okay, because it's not a food. All right. Okay, class, understand? Boleh Azhar?
Okay.
Boleh, ya? Okay. Then briefly again, okay, there are few, this I highlight Perak, Johor, Terengganu, and Penang. There are 4 states that those produce very high ornamental fish, yeah. Okay, earlier on it was Johor, but then Perak overtook Johor because the boom of the arowana industry. In Bukit Merah, near Semanggol, okay, in Perak. So most of the small farm, when they add up together, they reach about 300 plus farm in Perak. Of course, it is not all arowana, but there are so many arowana farm there that contribute to the numbers. Okay, but the main big farm in Johor. Of course, in Johor also we have arowana farm. Yeah. Okay, but the biggest numbers of arowana farm is in Perak. If you go to Bukit Merah, you pass the highway, you can see the farm from the highway. Small plot, yeah. Okay, next is Terengganu and Penang. Yeah, Penang and Terengganu are mostly, if I'm not mistaken, marine ornamental. Yeah. Of course, Kelantan and the other state they have, but not as extensive as Perak, Johor, Terengganu, and Penang. Yeah. Then the main species are cyprinid, osteoglossid, calychtids, carasin, anabantids, posilid, cichlid, cyprinodontids, and loricarids. Yeah. Okay. So as for aquatic plants, there are 6 aquatic plants in Malaysia. Nine, sorry. Okay, so we have 6 in Johor, 2 in Kedah, and 1 in Negeri Sembilan. Yeah, aquatic plants. Yeah, not many. Not even 10. This is still single digit. It doesn't reach 2 digit. Okay, basically now the aquatic aquatic plant business is, we can say, is kind of monopoly. Yeah, monopoly by 9 farms, the whole of Malaysia. Okay. Okay. So this is the part that I didn't cover last week. Okay. What is the main cause that contribute to the boom or the development or the establishment of ornamental fish industry in Malaysia? Is basically because of Malaysia is a hotspot for biodiversity. Our location on the map. Anyone took geography or know the location of our map in the world? In the world, how to say the positioning? Anyone? Jani?
Yes, Doctor.
Yeah. Malaysia position in the world map?
Katulistiwa.
Yeah, equator. Okay, Katulistiwa. In English, you say equator. Equator mean kita kat tengah-tengah. Okay, when we at the Katulistiwa, this region, we have the most species as compared to other part of the world. Okay, if you go to Antarctic, maybe you can count how many species. But when you come to the equator, or what you call it, kawasan iklim Katulistiwa, this particular region have the highest biodiversity, meaning we have the most species as compared of other parts of the world. It doesn't matter, species of animal, plants, okay? So we have the highest biodiversity. That's why we call it biodiversity hotspot. Okay, we rich in biodiversity not only for animals, and this in reference to this course is on ornamental fish as well and aquatic plants. Yeah, okay, this is the one that contribute to development of the industry as well. So remember earlier on I said before they know how to culture the ornamental fish, they actually get the supply from wild collection. They harvest from the wild, from the river, you know, from the sea, from the mangrove, all right, from the lakes. Okay, they harvest from the wild. Of course, now harvesting from the wild is not sustainable, because, in fact, to tell you the truth, some species of fish are already extinct because due to over harvesting from the wild. Yeah, over harvesting from the wild. Therefore, that's why I said it's no longer sustainable unless we venture into aquaculture, whereby we culture the ornamental fish to supply to the ornamental fish industry. Yeah, to supply to ornamental fish industry. Okay. Okay, class. So you understand the position of Malaysia as highest biodiversity region that actually as give a benefit to as a producer of ornamental fish. Yeah, earlier at earlier stage. Okay, okay. Then there is just now we talk about the hotspot biodiversity. Now I would like to cover a bit on other businesses that get created, okay, from this ornamental fish industry. So you not only think about fish only, okay? You not only think about fish, producing fish, selling fish. Those days in 1950s, probably just that. But you see now the development of aquatic plant business, which is, I think, it is much more lucrative than the ornamental fish itself, because aquatic plants, you just need to have water, you need to have fertilizer, and then you have to make sure there's no pests that eating your aquatic plants. You can go, okay. The business can grow, all right. Okay, so nowadays there's increasing demand for people. Some people, they, instead of having like cats, other terrestrial animal, so they prefer to have a confined pets that is in the aquarium. Okay, and then can have the enjoyment of setting up the aquarium, putting the fish, and also most of the time they have a bonding with their pets. Okay, some people, they even give name to their pets. They buy fish, they put like your cat. In my house, I have so many cats. I have Garfield, I have Tiger, I have Sweetie, I have Pretty, I have Blue, I have Scrawny, so many. Okay, I have so many pets aside from my fish. All right, so people have tendency to have bonding with them. They give them name, they prepare their home. Same with the fish. So you buy tanks, you buy decoration, you beautify the internal of the tank so the pets will be happy. You buy food for them. All right. Okay. So then this business, like aquatic plant business, is growing following the growth of the ornamental fish industry. Yeah, following the growth. Especially, I think it was very obvious during MCO. Some aquarium shop, they are selling off their fish tanks and aquatic plants like hotcakes in the market. Yeah, because people cannot go out, so they like to have some hobby that to keep them occupied during the hardship where they cannot go out, can't even go to office, can't even go outside. So this is part of the thing. Yeah. So especially those who stay in a apartment flats whereby you cannot keep animals like cats and dogs. You know, they do not allow. So the ornamental fish industry really contribute to the well, in a sense that give peace to those who are confined in a small space in flats, okay, which they cannot go out during MCO. Yeah, all right, okay. Then this is aquatic plant business. Next is the feed. Okay, feed. Okay, there are two types of feed. Okay, I will cover briefly in this class also. Okay, there are two types of feed. There is live food and as well as formulated food. Live food, we are talking about like zooplankton, you know, like moina, daphnia, bloodworms. Well, if you keep arowana, then you need to buy crickets or the small fish, you know, or mealworms to feed your bigger fish. Yeah. So live food, okay, is one. Okay, if you go to, okay, class, remember, I don't know how many of you have been to the aquarium shop, okay, but for this course, since we not able to conduct, how to say, to go in a big group to visit aquarium shop, part of your assignment, okay, part of your assignment, I will ask you during certain time of Amali, okay, for you to visit aquarium shop in your group. Yeah, visit aquarium shop. I'll give you assignment. When you go to the aquarium, what you need to do. Okay, you just do not go there, window shopping, look around, doing nothing. Okay, class. So you need to do some assignment. Yeah, all right. Okay. Formulated food is like the powder feed, the pellet, the flakes, you know. Sometimes they have a stick, you know. So these are the formulated food, yeah. Okay. So if you go to ornamental fish shop, right, you will be able to see that variety of food. Yeah, variety of food. There are food for discus, there are food for betta, there are food for kela, there are food for guppies, you know, for kois, for goldfish, specific, you know. Okay, they don't produce a lot, but then one container of let's say one packet maybe 100 gram, 200 gram, they sell like 10 or 20 ringgit. All right, 10 or 20 ringgit. But if you compare with tilapia feed, yeah, okay, for I think grower, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know whether you still can get one bag for 80 ringgit. One bag is 20 kg tilapia food. One bag, when you buy one bag, is 20 kg. So I don't know now if it still can reach what you call it. It still can reach. I mean, is you we still can buy at 80 ringgit. Okay, although if you buy wholesale, you can get it cheaper lah. But if you buy one bag of tilapia feed of 20 kg, you can buy for like, I think easily like 70 to 80 ringgit per bag of 20 kg. Okay, but if you buy ornamental fish food, the small packet, which is only few hundred grams, maybe 100 grams, will cost you like 10 to 15 ringgit. Yeah, 10 to 15 ringgit. If let's say 100 gram is 10 ringgit, if 1 kg, 1 kg is 1000 gram, so you need to pay 100 ringgit already. Only 1 kg of food. So you see the comparison of the feed business, why people, companies or manufacturer, they venture into producing ornamental fish, because the value of ornamental fish, okay, is that people willing to spend to buy this ornamental fish, yeah, I mean to buy this ornamental feed for their pets. They're willing to spend. So 100 gram, 10 ringgit, they don't mind. Okay, because it's contribute to their happiness, kind of happiness, their hobby. Okay, something that you like to do. All right. Okay. So and you can see if you go to the aquarium shops, right? You can see that some, when you read the label on the feed, right? You can see that to enhance coloration, enriched with probiotics, okay, enriched with antioxidant. So those kind of things that attract people to buy. All right. Okay. So this is aquatic plants, and then feed is an industry that grow together with this ornamental fish. Okay, the next one is drugs and chemicals. Drugs is not like cocaine. I'm not talking about cocaine. Okay, drugs is like antibiotics or certain combination of medication for fish. Okay, okay, class. Before I go further, now we're talking about, do not confuse. After that, you said, Dr. Annie said, can use medication, can use antibiotics. Class, any of you eat ornamental fish or not? Anyone?
No.
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 So far, you know yourself that people do not eat ornamental fish. Okay, so the difference between food fish and ornamental fish is that, because ornamental fish you do not eat, so chances for you to expose to like whatever treatment for you to treat the ornamental fish will not get to you. All right. Okay, so why these drug and chemicals become very important to this ornamental fish industry? It's the same like when you have pets, right? Dogs and cats. Okay, you have a bonding. Some people treat the animals like a member of the family. Of course, when the pet is sick, you will want to keep it alive, treat it until they recover. So you will spend on the ubat, the drugs, and then the chemicals to treat the fish. Okay, so this is the industry that contributes. So you see in they even sell some medication for ornamental fish, but it is not for the food fish. Yeah, okay, it is not for the food fish. So can you see these three businesses that grows along together with the ornamental fish? So these are the three businesses that earlier on in 1950s, they only focus on fish only. But then with the development and the increase of production, the requirements, and then people want to have a nice aquarium, they want to add ornamental plants, and then they want to give healthy food for their pets, the fish, then they can opt for live food, they can have formulated fish, enhanced food. Okay, then when the pet is sick, the fish is sick, they have option to treat them with medication and chemicals. Yeah, all right. Okay, So these are the three businesses that grow together with ornamental fish industry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just now I mentioned much earlier in 1950s, our market is Singapore only, right? Okay. Now we have other market as well. We have Europe, USA, Japan, Singapore. I mean, of course, Singapore from long time ago. Okay. And we have Russia, we have UAE. Okay. So these are the market. Okay. Okay. Talking about major market, yeah. Okay. I think sometime uh, I think earlier 2000, I think year 2005 or 2008, I can't remember. Malaysia, uh, uh, Malaysia koi's, and I think goldfish. We cannot export to Europe. We cannot export to Europe. Anybody know anything about this? Anybody you come across or have some information? Do you know why? Anyone? Hafizul?
I know nothing about this.
You know nothing about this. Okay. The others? Anybody? What do you think? What do you think?
Oh, I
Hafizul?
just know that Japan are famous with their koi.
No, no, no. Our export to Europe for koi's is banned. We cannot export.
maybe because we exported disease fish before, disease koi fish before.
Okay. Thank you, Azlan. Azlan is closer. Okay. That's why I say when you're taking classes, you have to be what you call that very not you. Sometimes you read about things that related to you. There is very useful information. Okay. So yes, Azlan, it's something to do with disease. Okay, we were banned because every time when we for other country they're not so particular. But EU, there are 2 points there in EU. Okay, in Europe. Europe market is controlled by European Union. You know what is European Union, or in short they call it EU. Okay. The first thing they will screen our product because we sending live fish. Yeah, this is not food fish, this is live fish. So they become a vector for disease. Okay, when they screen, they found herpes virus, HPV. Okay, herpes virus. So it was because of this, it was banned. They keep us on KIV for I think 4 years. But then when they come screen again another time, they still find the herpes virus in our koi's. So any koi related, I think even goldfishes, we cannot export to Europe until now. Yeah, we cannot export to Europe because another thing, yeah, okay, that apart from disease. Another thing is that economic reason. Okay, economic reason, because koi can be produced in temperate country. Koi can stand cold. Yeah, koi, goldfish, if they already grow there, they can actually withstand low temperature. Okay, of course you have to keep them in a glass house, but they can withstand 15 degrees Celsius easily after acclimatized. But other tropical fish, no. Okay, if tilapia you grow them below 20, okay, they will not grow already. Okay, yeah, if tilapia. Some people in Cameron, they try to culture, make aquaponic, they culture veggie on top, and then put tilapia in the tank, in the aquaponic tank in Cameron. I went to see. So do you know how long for them to reach 1 kg? More than 1 year. Okay, so the production is not sustainable for them because tilapia in Cameron Highland, right? The temperature is low, right? It's about I think on average is at least 20, 21, 22 like that, up to 25 in Cameron. So tilapia growth retarded. So if you go lower, the tilapia not only retarded, they may die because they cannot, this is tropical species. But for koi's and goldfish, okay, they can withstand lower temperature. If I'm not mistaken, they can go easily as low as 15 degrees Celsius. Of course, you have to condition them slowly, bring down the temperature slowly. They can withstand until 15 degrees Celsius. So what I say economic reason is that Europe, they produce, but not so much. So they want to sell their own koi's in Europe. Okay, so then if they get the product from Southeast Asia, it's cheaper. So it's like, how to say, it's a business control. Not to say monopoly, but it's a business control, economic reason. Yeah, sometimes maybe the reason of herpes virus, they make it a big issue, so do not allow us to penetrate the Europe market. Okay, so there is Europe market is controlled by regulatory body. They call themselves European Union. Yeah, they have committee. All right. Okay, class. Okay. So these are our market. Europe, maybe other fish, but not koi's and goldfish, if I'm mistaken, not koi and goldfish. Yeah. So what you call that is due to disease lah. All right. Okay. The main reason is due to disease. Okay. So they do not want disease from other country being brought into their countries. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So ornamental fish industry, I state here, is a lucrative business. Okay, you can actually make 40% profit margin. Okay, you know why? I give you example. If you produce betta and you produce tilapia, betta you can sell. Okay, if you produce in proper way, you can sell at the sub-adult stage. Okay. For like 10 ringgit per piece. Sub-adult stage is about 2.5 months, maximum to 3 months. There is production cycle only. You can sell for 10 ringgit per piece, not per kg. But tilapia, how long you need to culture? You need to culture to reach 1 kg. Is you need about like 6, depending on your culture system, 6 to 8 months. All right, 6 to 8 months. Depends on how big that you introduce them into your farm, the tilapia. And then if let's say bigger fish, of course, they will reach 1 kg faster lah. If you put very small fish, let's say half an inch, they will take longer time to get 1 kg. All right. Okay. So production cycle is short for betta. And also, if you culture ornamental fish, you do not need big tanks. You have small tanks, will do. It's enough. You can produce. That's why if you read, you go to YouTube, you type betta producer. You can see some people, they do it at the back of the house, in the backyard. They do small production. Okay? Of course, if they can find market for betta lah. Okay? Market is another problem. But production for ornamental fish, you do not need big space. And you can sell them as early as 2.5 months old. Okay, you do not need to wait for 6 months, for 8 months, for 1 year, right? Okay, so this, and then feed do not cost you much because these are small fish. Space, not so much. If you want to buy aerator and all that, you just no need to buy the big aerator. The small aerator will do, you know. You don't need to spend a lot on water change because they do not use a lot of water. Okay, so this is the difference between ornamental and food production. Yeah, food fish. Okay. Okay, class. So I hope this gives you an insight on the ornamental fish industry. Why it is different from food fish. Yeah. It has different value. It is not a source of protein, but it's source of, you can call happiness. It create what you call it, a value in terms that people feel happy when they keep pets. Like you keep your cats, you know, and other animals. All right. Okay, class. Any questions so far?
So far, so good, Doctor.
So far, so good. Anyone? No? So I think we have reached the end of the class. Okay, class, I will announce later in the group WhatsApp. Azlan, you managed to get Amirul Nazmi or not?
Sadly, no, Doctor.
Right?
Tak dapat contact lah, Doctor. Saya dah try call.
You have his number, right?
Ada.
Wait. You missed last week and this week. Cannot lah. I'm not going to repeat this lecture again next week, yeah? So 2 weeks, 2 days already. No, I mean two lecture already missed. Please, if anybody, I will try to contact him myself lah. Okay, no worry. Okay, for this afternoon class, we will have 2 sessions, yeah? I will divide the classes because there are 31 students for this course now, not only 20, yeah? So I will divide, first batch will come in at 2, okay? And second batch will come in at maybe 2:20 like that. Okay, second batch. Okay, first batch will come in upstairs, okay, to do the ornamental fish like last week, Amali. Okay, second batch will come at 2:15. Okay, 2:15 come to the indoor lab. But class I will announce because I'm not so sure Puan Farida and Puan Safika has managed to buy all what I needed because I told them last week, but if they're not able to prepare enough things, so probably we drop this beta setup first, okay? But I will, whatever it is, I will announce in the group WhatsApp. So this means if it goes as planned, meaning that the first batch that I will give the name list will come at 2 o'clock, go upstairs for the ornamental fish, and then the second batch will come at 2:15, come downstairs. Okay, this means we have 2 batch running concurrently. Of course, I need to be upstairs first, so give me 15 minutes to settle the class. Then I will come downstairs 15 minutes later. That's why I asked the second batch student to come downstairs to set up the beta breeding tanks. Yeah, okay, in indoor lab. So, but I will announce this. So what happened is that once the setup is ready, so batch 1 and batch 2, you will switch. Batch 2 will go up to do the ornamental fish. Batch 1 will come down to do the beta setting. All right? Okay, class?
Okay, Doctor.
Okay, Doctor.
Then I will do all in this. I will announce in the group WhatsApp, yeah? Okay? Please watch out for the announcement. All right?
Alright, Doctor.
Okay, thank you. Bye. See you
Thank you,
later.
Doctor.
Bye-bye, Doctor. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, bye.